Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing that?
No,
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
we
shit.
definitely are.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Um, as good as I sound, the fuck terrible.
Oh, turning up.
Yeah, freaking voice is the fuck terrible. Um, this weekend went to a 90s bar crawl, but the crazy thing is, like, I was feeling like I was coming down with something a little bit before then, and I guess this just took me over the edge because now, yeah, I have no voice. So that's
Prob-
me.
You was probably out at the bar crawl and screaming, "Hey!" at
Look,
somebody.
talking over the music.
Yep. And you know when you get drunk, you get louder.
I know.
No shade.
I mean, that's what everyone tells me, so it has to be true. I've stopped fighting it over these years. I used to be like, "Nah, I don't." I'm like, you know what? If everybody's saying the same shit, and apparently I'm a loud bitch when I drink.
I mean, but we say it with love.
Mm-mm.
What else did you do this weekend?
Yeah, that about it.
Okay.
What about
Well,
you?
let's talk about it.
Oh no, what happened?
So my little Leo turned 12 last month, but she was in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So she got back on this side Wednesday, and her stepsister came along with her.
Okay.
Friday, we had a sleepover at the Holiday Inn Express.
Mm-hmm.
I got two rooms, four beds, because I wanted a room of sanctuary,
Right.
but then there were also a lot of girls. There were seven other 12-year-olds there.
Oof.
Um, I will never in my whole life ever have a sleepover for a kid ever again.
Yeah, I heard they rough, man.
So, me being a dumbass, I'm listening to 12-year-olds. We go to Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Her stepsister's like, we should get silly string. And I'm like, that sounds like that's going to be messy. No, it cleans up real easily. It doesn't stick to anything. So within like 5 minutes of the last girl getting to the hotel, there was silly string on the ceiling, on the curtains, on the back of the door, on the AC unit, on the floor, on the bed, on the dresser. And that little heifer lied because that
Oh,
shit
it's stuck.
it would not come out of the carpet. It got so, like, between that and crumbs, I had to call my friend, shout out to my boo Mary,
Mhm.
to bring her vacuum cleaner. She
So
had
that
to,
y'all, yeah, so they wouldn't charge you.
my nigga. The girls didn't go to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning.
They was turned.
Luckily, we only got one call from the front desk, and honestly,
That
I
was
I
a
mean,
miracle in itself.
even though she did say we've got several complaints,
That part's like, all right, so a lot of little girls will just maybe they'll calm down.
it was midnight when she called too. So I think it was like, okay, this is our quiet hours. It's Friday. We let y'all bitches turn up till 4. I mean, till midnight, but like,
Nigga
calm it
trying to
down.
sleep.
But like, so around that time, I actually was in their room to say, like, I'm going to sleep. Don't come in this room unless you're going to bed. Like,
Right.
I don't
Don't
want to
wake
be.
me up.
Right. Don't wake me up. 1:30, I wake up. Why the? And I'm cussing everybody out because I already told them and their parents straight up, this is who Shay is, and Shay cusses. And if
Right.
your kids aren't under my care,
Then
they're
they're
getting
gonna
cussed
hear
out.
it. Right.
So 1:30, spaz time. Because I'm like, first of all, y'all were there when the call came in. So y'all know this is not just me being extra. Like, other niggas are complaining about y'all. But secondly, one of my main rules was when I'm asleep, I am not to be
Bothered.
like,
Right.
unless somebody is dying.
Right.
Child, then it was another little girl. She was FaceTiming some boy. I go,
Oh.
hey, boo, does your mom let you talk to boys on the phone? No.
Okay, and that call.
So then I guess you can't talk to him on the phone because, your mama ain't gonna be mad at me because you was in here wilding.
Right.
And that's what I realized. The two girls that I thought were the sweetest
They the
were the most turned
ringleaders. Mm.
because they don't get to go to a lot of parties.
So this was the like, oh, I'm not with my parents, so I'm about to act a fucking
Right.
fool.
And the other sleepovers that the girls have had for their birthdays, it's been smaller, and the mom has only gotten one room, and so the mom has been in the room the
In a
whole
row with
time.
them. Yeah.
Nah, nigga. I was in the other room, like, please leave me the hell alone.
Right.
Please. Please. But yeah, I had to go home, get trash bags, bring them back to the hotel because it was so much
So much
trash.
stuff. Yo, they was turned like some rock stars in that
I
motherfucker.
mean, they had a really good time, but
It wasn't fun for you.
my nerves and my pockets. Sleepovers I thought were cheap, but
No. After the room, the food, stuff to do, snacks.
well, they pissed me off, and I'm gonna call them tomorrow because I pay for the hotels when I booked them. I did that on purpose because it was like, okay, if I get the rooms out the way, then I just got to deal with the food and like the little snacks and shit.
Right.
Well, on Friday, I got charged for 165 per room. So I was like, well, what the fuck is this? So I don't know if it's a deposit that they have and they're going to, because
But
when I
usually
was,
you pay for the deposit up front, not
I don't,
after you check out.
well, no, Friday is the day that we checked in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just confused because when I'm
You've
looking
been
at,
double charged pretty much now.
yeah, when I was looking at the receipt, it says I was credited 165, which I have not been. So I'm going to call them tomorrow and be like, hey guys,
Need my fucking money.
run me my deposit back because one thing I do know, we had the girls going to go take the trash out. My friend vacuumed the room. So we had towels, but I mean, all the towels were used because there were
I
seven
mean, but
girls.
that's just fucking hotels. Like they're not
Right.
gonna charge you for using towels.
Exactly. So, I mean, I looked at those rooms up and down, and I'm like, I know nothing was wrong with the room. So
Right.
I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow and be like, hey, it's been a few business days.
Where's my shit?
Thanks,
Especially
because
since you shouldn't have
she's
took it
poor.
in the first place because I
Right.
paid up front. Like
Right.
definitely would have been salty.
And then JT's car. Okay. So last week I had training, and I had training on this army base.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Thursday. I've been there since Monday. I left my lunch at home. I know I'm going far beyond the weekend, but
You
whatever.
sure?
So I left my lunch. I'm pissed because I'm on this whole like meal plan thing. So I left the base to go get lunch, come back, and the dude is like, your state inspection is expired. And I was like, what's that? And
Right.
he's getting all upset because I'm pretty calm because I'm just like, I don't really know nothing about a state inspection because all my cars were registered in Maryland, and in Maryland you don't
We
have to
don't do
have
that.
right. And then I got a car registered in California where they do state inspections, but since we moved and our home of record is still California, we don't have to get them.
All right.
So, like my whole life, I've never had a state inspection. I didn't even know what it entailed until today.
All right.
So, um, yeah, the dude is getting all upset. I can't let you on base. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. He's like, you need to go get your car inspected over there. So I go over to where he's pointing, but this is taking away from my lunch. So
Right.
I'm eating the lunch that I just purchased because there are two cars ahead of me. So he gets all upset, closes his lane down, walks over to where the inspection check was. And he's like, are you really eating right now? And I was like, I mean, yeah, it's my lunchtime. Like,
All right.
I'm sorry that y'all are upset, but like a nigga's hungry. I'm about to eat.
All right.
So he was just all bent out of shape. Long story short, they end up letting me on base. And then the next day I got on there with no problem. But I went to go take my husband's car to go get the little inspection today.
Uh,
These niggas talking about I need 3 new tires.
just to
Like,
pass the inspection.
yeah, they said the
Damn.
tires were close to bald or something like that. So the first quote they gave me was like $500. I was like, I don't need
Dog.
$500 tires.
Tires are expensive as fuck. That's why I'm like 3. God damn.
I was like, I don't need $500 tires. So whatever the minimum is for passing, Please let me
Right.
know.
Right. Give me those joints.
So they found another set. So it comes up to like 247, and I was like, or 275, something like that. But I was
Mm.
just like, okay, well, I guess this is as good as we're gonna get.
Right.
But that five, you can keep
Nah,
that.
nah. Tuck that shit right back in. That's crazy. Dude was mad because you was eating though. I'm still tripping off that.
But I was
Like,
like, dude, you've already taken 30 minutes of my time, and I don't even know if y'all actually gonna let me on. So that means I'm gonna have to call somebody for them to come and get me while I go park my car somewhere. And I could be
it's too
eating during all
much.
this. Like, I'm
Right.
hungry.
Food getting cold. Like, no.
Because all I've been eating for breakfast is overnight oats. And it's good, but you be hungry 30 minutes later.
And
And I'm
it's
a
not
big
like you
bitch.
was holding anybody up by eating your food though.
Right. I think they wanted me to be like scared, but he was getting so mad. And I was so calm. I was just like, because I was like, I don't know nothing about no state inspection. Well, you are an adult. And when you get
Oh,
in somebody's car, you're supposed to take responsibility of the car. So that
oh.
means if something is expired, you're supposed to know. And I was like, okay, it expired July 31st and it's like the 6th.
Right. Like
Like,
a whole week, my J. Like,
relax. It's okay.
he was
I was,
black or white.
he was black.
He ain't getting no loving.
I'm going to talk about black people doing the most during TV time. But anyhow.
Child. Mm. Well, hey, listeners, 45 minutes in. No, I'm joking. Um, we're on episode 49. Oh, I did want to say happy anniversary to us because literally a year ago today, we
Ow.
published our first episode.
Ow.
So, yes, been in this bitch for a year. So, whoop de whoop to us. And now we are on episode 49. I hope you can hear me because I can barely hear myself. This is Dice. No, Shay does not have a new co host. This is still Dice. I just sound like shit. So, so this week we decided that we were going to talk about
My favorite subject ever. Even though we're not even talking about it in that context. But, okay.
sex aloneness, sex.
But we're
So,
not even talking about it the way I want to talk about it. Because, listeners, if it was up to me, I would be like, so, have you ever been in a pretzel shape and got down from the back? But that's a bit too much for the listener. So we're going to keep it cute and keep this sex combo within the confines of Christian marriage.
are we?
I mean, yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm keeping it cute.
Oh, okay. Well, so this was all brought about. Actually, Shay had me listen to a podcast that I had actually never listened to before. It's called the Dead Ass Podcast, and it is with Kadeem and
Devour.
Duvall. Yeah, I know them from like some of their videos and stuff from Instagram and stuff like that. They're super, super funny. And I had never listened to their podcast, but they had an episode basically talking about married sex and how sex changes after marriage and the expectation of sex as a wife and a husband and that sort of thing going into marriage. So we say, you know what, let's chop it up about that. So did you want to go first so I can sip some tea and rest my voice?
Sure thing. So I had actually asked Dice to listen to the episode when it aired, but
Definitely
niggas don't
forgot.
listen.
I know.
So I thought it was interesting because I did okay. So the Val's point was, for a man when he gets married, he expects like in their mind they expect to have sex like when they want to have sex.
No.
And basically he was saying to his wife like if you expect a man to be monogamous, then you should be willing to have sex with him when he wants. And so his wife Kadeem was like, nigga, I be tired and I don't always be in the mood for sex. And like I don't understand. Like, why do we have to have sex like every day? Like we just had bomb ass sex yesterday. I'm more into quality and not quantity.
Right.
All the while she's saying that is having way more sex than myself. So
Facts.
I'm just sitting here like, okay, y'all have sex like every 2 to 3 days.
And
Like,
he's still complaining.
no, it seems like he wants it every single day.
Facts.
So the first time I listened to this podcast, I was like, this motherfucker is tripping. He can suck my dick. Fuck this shit. But I listened to it again in preparation for today's episode, and I did some reading online, and I can see the points now, because I think
Mm,
at first I was just angered by like,
the
because he was,
audacity.
yeah, kind of like, you really about to tell your wife, like, I mean, in order for me to be monogamous, you gotta want to bust it wide open like every single day? Like, nigga, I'm
No.
tired just thinking about fucking every day.
When we put the post up on our Instagram page at the Chatty Patties, literally almost all the guys that responded either said that in a perfect world, they wanted sex every day or twice a day.
Yeah, I saw my good friend who said once in the morning and once at night, and I kept
Yes.
scrolling.
I said, oh, okay.
No one has time. So one of our male friends was a bit more realistic. He said, when he was 18, 5 times a week would be heaven. But
Mm.
now he's washed. So like 2 to 3 times a week is cool. And I was like, well, is that what you're getting? Because he is a married man. He
Mm.
was like, yeah, for the most part. And I was just like, well, kudos to you.
Right.
So what were your thoughts when you listened? Your voice, we good?
Yeah, got a cough drop. Um, I feel like the boy lost his fucking mind. Because let me tell you something. Look, I just, I, his wife is a good one. Um, because she feels how she feels, and I agree with how she feels, but she still was like, I'd be like, damn. Sometimes I just gotta roll over and give consent. Like, well, nigga, just take it. And he don't even like that because he said he likes the hunt and the chase. So
That was
you are not satisfied. So you can still get the ass even more, but you don't like the way she's giving it to you. It's like not only do you want to get some, she has to be in it as much as you in it. You asking for too much at this point. Like you're getting it, so get it and get the fuck off me. Like I don't understand. I feel I get it. Sometimes stuff changes when you get married, you have kids, you have different work schedules, you're tired, you know, all that good stuff. I get it. But when he was talking about the whole matching sex drives and stuff like that, it's not going to be the same as when you were in high school and college. It is what it is. Apparently, guys, I guess for guys, it never goes away. But I just wasn't fucking with the shit that he was saying. Like, you know, I don't know, like a man's sex drive being so crazy that, or like you say, in order to be monogamous, like he would have to pretty much smash every day, or he would need to fucking have a side chick. Like, what do you need to stay the fuck single? If you going into this marriage and you like, look, I'm literally gonna have to have sex every fucking day. I mean, it's easy. Like how when he broke it down, saying like when you're single, it's a girl you call on Monday, you smash her. All right, and it's another joint that maybe come through on Tuesday that you ain't seen since last Tuesday. So you got a rotation. So to their credit, in their mind, they don't realize that women ain't trying to fuck every day. It's just that this particular one, you ain't smashing every day. But I just
That was what I was thinking when he was saying that. I was like, okay, that's still not the same vagina
exactly.
every single
It's still
day.
not, you just are running through different girls every day, but you're not having the same girl that you're smashing every day. So he kind of brought up like, would partners be more prepared entering a marriage if like there were parents or counselors and stuff that like kind of educated them on sexual expectations in marriage? Like, what do you think?
Well, to that, I will say, like, I know nobody talked to me about these will be the expectations of your husband when you get married. Like,
Right.
who's having that conversation? Like, my dad surely wasn't having that conversation.
At all.
Although, I'm saying that now, but with my depression, my dad did bring up sex because he was like, a lot of times when people are depressed, they don't want to have sex, and he's like, you're going to have to fight through that because it's already difficult. Um, just trying to be with someone and understand them and deal with the mood swings and the ups and downs of somebody that's depressed, and then you taking sex out the equation. He's like, that can cause issues. But by that
Right.
point, a bitch, I've been depressed for like 2 years, so it was a little too late for that, dad.
Right.
um so to that point, I completely understood where he was coming from. I think what turned me off by what he was saying wasn't, because like I said, now that I've read some articles, I kind of get what he was saying. What was turning me off was like comparing it to like a single dude who can just go smash a different girl
Yeah, yeah.
every day, or saying like,
Like if
well,
my wife ain't giving it to me, like when I could just go out here in these streets and get it whenever the hell I want to. But then you need to be single, my G.
and the whole like what you were saying, like, if I don't feel like having sex, but I roll over, like, nigga, that should be enough. But instead, he was like, I like when she dresses up, and I wanted her to be a cheerleader. And like, nigga, everybody don't. I
And y'all got kids, and like it's just nigga.
They got kids. They are both doing their own things as far as their career. So I'm sure they're busy with those things. It's it's
She seems a lot more accommodating than I am. Put it that way.
So I found this article called "Are You in a Sexless Marriage?" It's on the Very Well Mind website, where
Hmm.
basically it's um, physical intimacy is what makes a relationship more than just a platonic friendship, and that couples have a habit of falling off of the sexual bandwagon. And
Hmm.
while there is no set number, like there's nothing that says like, oh, if you're having sex less than these many times a week, that means you're in a sexless marriage.
Right.
There can be sexless marriage when there's little or no sexual activity between two people. Some of the reasons for this kind of marriage would be like mismatched sexual libidos, relationship conflicts, negative feelings towards your partner, boredom, tiredness, infidelity, childbirth, stress. It's a lot of different things. Um, what was interesting though, that I liked about this, and then there was another article on the same website called "How to Keep Your Sex Life Healthy in Marriage" that I like, was basically, the person with the lower sexual drive will often look at their partner like, well, what's the big deal? It's just sex. It's not that big of a deal.
Hmm.
But when you're looking at it from your partner's standpoint, like, um, it can make them feel like, oh, my partner must not be attracted to me, and that's why they don't want to have sex with me, because I can't keep my hands off of him or her, but they're just like, not tonight, leave me alone, da da da. So that can build resentment from that person's perspective, and then the other person is feeling like all this person wants to do is fuck, and so now y'all are just in this cycle of BS.
But can't that be cleared up with like a conversation?
It can, and that's one of the first thing they say to help with that is good communication. But another thing that it says is you have to make a plan. Like they were talking about, was it this? No, it wasn't this website. Another, because I was on a couple of different websites, but one of them was saying that basically you have to have like they use the word, I can't find it now, but they basically called it like scheduled sex. Like basically you have to try to meet your partner, um and with that being said, you have to maintenance sex, that's what it's called. When we say maintenance sex, we mean having sex just to have it, even if you don't feel like doing it. It means
Mm.
keeping the sex up to ensure both people in the relationship are sexually satisfied. Sometimes your partner wants to get it on, and all you want to do is catch up on the last season of this must have been old because it says last season of Game of Thrones, and that's a lie. um you know it should, and they do say like maintenance sex shouldn't be the only type of sex that you're having. Obviously, if you're only having sex to please your partner, then you're unhappy. But you shouldn't be going long stretches of time without meeting your partner halfway. If your partner desires to have sex with you, you have to make compromises, and I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Mm.
I need more than that.
I do. Like, I just, well, so I know for me, sex has always been an awkward subject to talk about. And that's not even just with like ex boyfriends with my husband, like, even with friends. I never had an official sex talk with my parents. So, like, I'm not a prude when it comes to doing sex. It's just awkward to talk about it. But with that, I just don't see me just having scheduled sex just for the sake of fucking making somebody else happy, because that's not making me happy. And
But the
I
idea is that it will make you reconnect with your partner
not really,
so that you'll want to have sex with him or her
but
more
it's not
often.
going to be a reconnect for me. And I can only speak for me personally. So I just feel like this is so much information, but I feel like I talked about it in another. Like, for people who have been sexually assaulted and stuff like that, sex is weird sometimes and to talk about, and even touchy sometimes when you're doing it. So for me, having sex when I don't want to, it's not pleasurable to me. So there's no way I can see me just being like, okay, well, damn, it's Tuesday. Let me go ahead and have sex because I got to make someone happy when it's not making me happy. Because then the whole time, my mind is not in it. And I'm sure my partner can see that I'm not in it. And I'm just like, all right, I'm just being humped on and changing positions. Like, it just wouldn't be enjoyable for me personally.
And the article does talk about that. Like the person with the higher sex drive has to keep those things like sexual assault and rape and all that good stuff in mind. But just like you're saying, I can't see myself just having sex just to have sex. Is it then fair to say, well, I can't see myself just not having sex for however long? You know, like whatever somebody is. I think that, as in the case of that podcast that we were listening to, like if I don't want to have sex with you and we have sex on Monday and it's Thursday, like relax. But if it's like July the 4th and now it's like August 28th and we still haven't had sex and my partner is like, I mean, what's going on? Is that unreasonable?
Look, I just,
I'm
I can't speak to.
asking.
I'm just speaking for Dice. If I don't want to fuck, I'm not fucking. I'm just. I can't put it no more blunt than that. Like, if I, and for whatever reason it is, not, if I'm not on it, like I just, it's no way. I just would feel. Call me childish. I just wouldn't feel right. Like, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Like, I gotta want to do it. And if that's selfish, and if I was with a partner that was an issue for them, then maybe you need to pack up and go find you somebody that's fucking every day because they can't beat me. Like, dog, that whole song. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't. You just, I guess that you need to know your partner. And when I go back to this, I think I said this on multiple podcasts. Niggas need to know who the fuck they marrying.
But in the case of Devout and Kadeen, what he is saying is that in the beginning, because they met each other in college, before they had kids, you young as shit when you in college, they were fucking like rabbits. So
Yeah.
in that instance, it's like you can't really say that. And I feel a lot of people say that because in the beginning of most people's relationship, you're fucking a lot because you don't really. I mean, it's new, it's fresh, and for most people, they don't have children, so they're getting it in all the
You have all
time.
the
Right.
time. But they also said towards the end, like, sex, yeah, that it is important, but it doesn't trump every other fucking reason that y'all together. So if the main focus is on like sex, 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 then I feel like that couple needs to then reevaluate. Was this all the fuck we got, my nigga? Because like I feel like it's other things that we can do to connect than just fucking. That's just Dice. That's just me. But I feel like it ain't the number one thing on the list to keep my marriage together. Other people, maybe whatever works for you. But I, if it got to the point where sex was number one to my partner, and because these standards or whatever that he might have aren't being met, and so it's a big deal breaker, then maybe we need to talk about not being together because that's not a priority for me, and it never has been.
Sex is not a priority for you?
It's not number one on the
No,
list.
I'm
No,
not saying number one, but I mean, like
no.
physically connecting is not a priority.
I don't like people touching me. You know that. Like, I don't like. I tell my kids, like, all right, that's enough. Come on, back
I
up.
know,
Like, so
but
cuddling and all that shit. Like, no, that's not a priority to me. It's cute when it's in the mood and you want to, but like just on some regular, like, let's hold hands. hold each other shit. Like, no, I'm straight. Like, I mean, it's cute sometimes, but that's just not me. And he knows that. He knows the type of person that I am. So it's not pushed or forced on me because he knows who the fuck he's with. But no, I'm not a touchy feely person. I don't want you all on me. I'm not sexually. I'm talking about like cuddling and all that. No.
Well, this other article I read says
Hmm.
the underlying problem is that one person needs to feel connected emotionally before he or she can be physical, and the other
Hmm.
person needs to feel connected physically before he or she can invest in the emotional aspects of the relationships.
Hmm.
Each person is waiting for the other to make the first move. Um,
And nobody's moving.
exactly. So I think, well, I'm gonna just speak for me. My husband is more physical than myself, and we have had conversations about it. And while I don't ever think he would divorce me because I'm not fucking every other day, he definitely has made it clear that, like, when he tries to have sex with me and I reject him, like, he sometimes feels like I just am not attracted to him in that way. And but on the flip side, like, the little Instagram models he looks at and the pornos that he watches, none of those women look like me. So we've had discussions where I've been like, well, I don't feel like you're attracted to me because the bitches you look like don't look like me. They not shaped like
Right.
me. I'm built like a fat bitch. And these bitches
Bitch.
is built like they went to the DR and got everything nipped and tucked.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not having sex every other day. I just,
No,
oh, I did say that I was going to try though.
you
Because,
did. And I said, be blessed.
and because JT has been gone for so long, I think for like a month, I could really accomplish that.
Yeah, I really think you are because you are backed up, baby. He gonna regret his words. I'm like, God damn it, Shay, again? Yes. Give me the dick. Drop them drawers. You gonna be treating him like he the girl.
Right.
Get in the bedroom, damn it. Like, God damn.
But some of the things that Devi was saying on the podcast, I was like, oh, that's me and JT. For instance, like, I will say stuff like, dude, like, you poking me with your dick in the middle of the night is not making me want to fuck.
At
Like,
all.
that doesn't do anything for me. At the same time, there have been instances where I think he was trying to have sex and he was doing more than just that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's cute, but no. So it
I'm
kind of
straight.
probably for JT, he's probably like, well, then what the fuck am I supposed to
Confused.
do then?
Right.
Since you don't want me to just poke you and give you some dick. You say that you want more of like an emotional connection or a romantic type of vibe. But then when I try to do that, you'd be like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Because I definitely have done that. Like, I come in the house and he like trying to be romantic, and I'm like, nigga, I got a shit. Like, what are you doing? Move out my way.
We are such a guys.
Like, what are you doing, sir? I'm cramping. Oh, you didn't
Right.
get the update? Period. About to start tomorrow. Nope, not second update
Right.
tonight either. Like, so I felt the vibe on that aspect because it's like I've definitely been the drunk girl when I've been talking mad shit when we at the club. Like, yeah,
And pass the
yes.
fuck
As
out.
soon as you get home, like, oh, I'm gonna suck your dick all night. I'm gonna ride that joint. Get in the car. Not even.
And be like, he like, I'm about to put this shit in your snoring ass mouth. Talking all that shit.
Another time, I know he was giving me a massage, and I thought he was just giving me a regular massage, my G.
Men do not give regular massages. Hey, PSA women, men do not give regular massages. If they are rubbing up on you, especially when you got to take your shirt off so they can get to your back, they want some.
Next thing you know, and I mean, I really did need the massage because I was talking about how my back was hurting, and I have like
Mm,
legit back issues, like been in physical therapy and some more shit for my back. So I'm thinking he's
mm.
giving me a regular massage. Next thing I know, dick on my ass. What are we doing right now? So now I'm mad because I'm like, damn, I can't even get a motherfucking massage in this house. But then he was like, dog, you literally was like, I mean, babe, you got to warm me up. You got to get me in the mood. Like, give me a
He said
massage
this
or
was
something. Da, da, da. He's like, I'm giving you a
oh.
massage, my nigga. I thought you was going to be ready for the dick. Like, what's going on? And I'm like, no, my back really hurts. And now you want me to be breaking my back. Like, no.
Like this is not it.
So I'm definitely the confusing wife. That's just like,
No, I get it, but like I think maybe this is why so many couples these days are like having open marriages or like participating in like threesomes and stuff like that because bitches is tired and these niggas still want some. So it's just like, look, take me 3 days a week and then just find a part time bitch the other four. Cause look, who's keeping up with these dudes that want sex 2 times a day, every goddamn day? Who? Are y'all going to get vaginal rejuvenations? Because I'm trying to figure out after 7 years of marriage how that's going for you.
it is. And I don't think men give us a lot of credit because I know most of the men I know, they could stay up all night and then go to work the next day and be like functioning
No,
human beings.
dog, I'm cussing everybody out if I don't get
My
sleep.
alarm
The
clock goes
husband, the
off
kids,
at yeah,
everybody.
my alarm clock goes off at 4:15. I don't get up till 4:45, but that's neither here nor there. My sleep begins to be disrupted around 4:15, which means that I
Hmm.
like to be in the bed before 10 o'clock, like on a reg.
Right.
My daughter doesn't go to sleep until like 9:30, 10. So that means we gotta wait till she goes to sleep. Well, pause. Wait till she gets in the bed, but that doesn't mean that she's going to sleep.
She sleep. You got to make sure she is sleep.
So now, like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? And then personally, please do not wake me up in the middle of the night for dick that I've been getting every day for
Mm-mm.
the past however many years. No
No,
shade,
no,
but I need my sleep. I like my sleep.
dog. I everybody in this household knows. Don't wake mommy up when she's sleeping. That's a nap. That's deep sleep. Whatever. So if you waking me up, the fuck.
But when I was a teenager and I would talk to like people that were like in their early 20s, they used to be like, yeah, you gotta keep your man satisfied because if you don't, another bitch will. So if he wanna fuck, you need to roll over and you need to do this and you need to do that. And so I will say, like, in my first two relationships, I was very much the person. I was just like, if he wanna fuck, we fucking, like, I'm in this bitch. And I say it all the time, like, my husband literally got the short end of the stick when it came to me because I was a totally different bitch in my 20s.
I was a totally different bench in college. But look, I didn't have kids. I had more energy. I wasn't fat and insecure. Like, yeah, it was a lot of shit different when I was in college. Guess what, nigga? You got the old dice. So guess what?
So you're laughing, but a lot of my issue with sex, because I love sex, like, oh my goodness, um, it's the best. But I'm also like 40 pounds bigger than I was when I got with my husband. So I'm really insecure when it comes to my body and everything.
Facts.
So, like, all the little tricks a bitch used to be doing when she was like,
Mm-mm.
I'm not doing none of that.
And I don't have Meg Stallion knees no more. Like, what are you
Dog.
talking about? My thighs are cramping. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I got bad shoulders from car accidents. Like, it's a lot going on with my body.
If
Like,
there is a
what are we doing
position
here?
that JT likes, then I'm like, okay, you're about to get 5 seconds of this because my knees
Right.
are about to buckle, and once they
Look,
collapse, I'm done.
like, I can't get back up. There's no recovery.
Like,
Call
what are
triple
we
A,
gonna
nigga,
do?
because roadkill. Oh, yeah.
So, what
Excuse me.
are like some of the things I was reading about spicing it up? One of them you're not with, which is trying making time to have sex with your partner.
What do you mean? See, now you're making it sound bad. Like making time, yes, but not scheduled
But
time.
it is
Like I'm
kind of
not about to be
scheduled.
like, I'm not doing no like every Wednesday. This is what it is. What if Wednesday roll around and like I got a whole fucking attitude? If Wednesday roll around and I got a whole fucking period, or like, hey, Dice is sick, probably got laryngitis. I'm not sucking your dick. Like, what happens? Like, I'm not scheduling this shit. Like, life happens. Dice got to be in the
But
mood.
but that's where compromise comes in, because I don't think your partner should be unreasonable if you over here and you know you lost your voice. He shouldn't still be trying to stick his dick down your throat, because I mean it's not tea, it's not honey, it's not going to help. So,
Knowing him, he probably like, let me dip my shit in some honey and swirl it around.
but then like as soon as Dice's voice gets back, yum yum, oink oink, let's go.
Let's go.
Like no,
Mm-mm.
no.
No scheduled sex. Like that's so it even takes away from for me getting in the mood like, oh, all damn thing. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. So we know it's fucking time tonight. Like it just kind of like when I was planning to have my son, where like I was looking at the ovulation. Oh, we gotta have sex on these days every day during this ovulation. It took, yeah, we was having sex every day during that ovulation time, but like it was not like sexy sex. It was just like, let's get her done. Like it's just like I don't know. Like
Okay, but what if it was like, okay, like maybe not scheduled, but just keeping in mind, like, okay, we haven't had sex in these many days. Like, I'm gonna try to plan something, maybe not today, but like plan something this week, like sexy time for this week. No, that's we're still not doing that.
it's still planning, but I mean, I'm open to shit, but I gotta feel it.
Okay, because I'm trying to ask questions without us being like hella personal.
What?
Okay, okay, never mind. Because I'm like, no, that's a bit much. So Oprah had a show,
Mhm.
episode once, and it led two couples to experiment, where basically they had sex 365 days in a row.
Oh,
And both of them said that it brought them so much more closer, not even just because of like the sex, but just they relearned each other's body, relearned what each other liked and disliked, and it just made their like just their intimacy and their connection with one another like grow.
so yeah, no, not never in this lifetime. But look,
A
I
month, a week,
listen.
a week.
So let me finish. God damn it, Shay. Sound like a goddamn auction. A month, day, year. Come on, everybody, anybody, get the fuck out of here. Let me speak. You know I can't hardly speak. What the fuck was I about to say? God damn it,
You were
I
about to
lost it.
say that when JT comes back, we as wives,
Oh, wait a minute, so no, wait
uh,
a minute. What?
well,
I don't have nothing to do with
I
JT.
know.
Oh, I'm about to say,
when
we what are we setting up
when
here?
JT comes back, we commit to fucking our husbands every day for a week.
Every day for a week. I mean, I was doing that trying to have
I know,
Caleb,
but
so
this
that's.
time without trying to have a baby. This time just doing it for fun.
Oh, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing it to have no baby. Shout out to Morena, because look, you shitting me.
Little Saint done closed down shop.
Like, look, whole time wanting
The
more
door
kids
is closed.
and locked.
But no, I'm
I
saying for
forgot.
fun.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I
But you didn't answer.
listen. I said I'm down for a week. Like that was nothing when I was ovulating. So like these motherfuckers talking about for 365 days a year, and like, no, no, it's not happening. Plus, then your husband gonna be complaining, talking about your shit loose. No, I'm good. Like, be happy this shit tighter than a motherfucker. Okay, like, look, you can't have it both ways. So look, I can sometimes, I don't know, like, kind of like what on the part on dead ass Kadeem was saying, like, you need to do stuff to warm up my engine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that type of person. Like, you literally can't just like rub your toes on my calves and then expect me to be like, all
Let me
right,
put on
let
my
me go.
cheerleading outfit.
Right. It's so many things that I feel even earlier on in the day that might can get me to be like, oh, why? Like, it's just different things. But if I'm beefing with you, if you're annoying to me, if it's tension other areas in the relationship, you're not going to get this sexual frequency that you desire from dice. That's just me. So, I mean, like going out on dates and going to the movies, going out to eat, like time alone when the kid's not there, and like just doing little cute stuff will help rekindle that fire and make me want to have it frequently. But like, nigga, if we just sitting up in one big ass family watching Family Feud, and then like, all right, it's time to go to bed, and then when it's time to go to bed, like, all right, how about now, nigga, because you didn't wash the dishes, no motherfucking take out the trash, then you was talking to me like you was crazy the other day. Nah, roll up and go to fuck to sleep. That's just dice. I need to be emotionally invested in giving away my body.
Yes, I understand that. But
Do you?
I do. I'm not having sex like as frequent as that couple is. Although,
Right.
like I said, when
You're
JT gets
going to
back,
when he gets
I'm going
back.
to, because listen, a bitch is
Mm,
hurt. Okay,
I know.
I'm
Look,
hurting.
I've been trying to Google this Safari joint and just like
I just be looking at
mail it
it.
to you.
Just let real quick sidebar. So my best friend had a baby.
Mm.
She gonna call me talking about, yes, week 5. I really want it. I be looking at it, but I gotta wait at least until 6 weeks. I'm like, are you really calling me to complain that you haven't had sex in 5 weeks?
Like, whole time I got months
My
to go.
nigga
What are you
left
talking about?
April 1st. We didn't
Right.
even get it in March 31st. So you talking about somebody that hasn't had sex since March, that's not having sex until November. Please calm your nerves. Call your other friend. This is not the
Right.
one. I almost cut you out, but you are a new mom, so I'm gonna keep it cute. Like, please don't
Right.
call me with that.
Wrong friends
Yeah.
event too.
She was like, oh yeah, that was really insensitive, wasn't it? Yes, bitch. Yes.
You think?
You at least have the penis there to look at and admire.
Right.
My penis
Exactly.
is on a boat. It's not here. But yes, I'm at least going for the 30 days straight. But I think that for the first week you should join me on the journey with your husband, obviously, now that's all together, because we
Yes,
don't
please.
do
That's
that.
weird. All right. I was gonna say I was so confused when you first was like, when JT gets back, then we. I was like, whoa, we
Yes,
as in you and him, because why
swinging.
you JT's like, whoa. I heard on the podcast we setting up threesomes. Was like, no, you heard wrong. You heard wrong, JT. He said, shit, I just heard we. And I was like, well, wait. I asked my commander, could I get back early? My wife's setting up shit. Like, no, that's not what we said.
So without being specific, because you don't have to be, I'm going to be. That's just me.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything sexually that you did as a single woman that now that you're married, you would not do? All you gotta do is say yes or no. You don't have to say what it is.
Is there anything that I did as a single lady that I wouldn't do married?
Yes. Or you haven't done and you it okay, let me go first.
So wait a minute. That's two different questions. That I would do or haven't done is two different questions.
Okay, so you wouldn't do. You would not do as a married woman.
No. Nothing that I did as a single woman would I wouldn't mind doing with my husband. No.
Okay.
Are there things that I've done as a single woman that I haven't done with my husband yet? Yes.
Well, yeah.
So that's why I said there's two totally
Right,
different
right, right.
questions. Mm-hmm.
So my husband has never had a threesome. And he will never get one in his life.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel that bad for him. But when he told me that, I was like, yikes. I mean, you were single for a long time. You should have, I don't know.
Listeners, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how green my ass is. Going so off topic. We were talking about threesomes and fantasies and stuff at work. I know, so inappropriate. And I was like, for real, like I've never had a threesome, and I just think it would be awkward. But like I feel like the only way I would have a threesome is if it was me and two dudes. And I wish I could have seen the faces of everybody in that room, because they looked at me like, bitch, what? I was like, yeah, because I'm not into girls like that. So like, what the fuck would I do with her? So it would have to be two dudes. And everybody was like, she must don't know. And I was like, I don't know what.
that's a
They
train.
was like, that's a whole ass
Yeah.
train. I was like, how is it a train? They was like, nah. I was like, well, look, I always thought a train was like
A
a gang of
multiple.
niggas, like it's like 10 niggas and one girl, like
Oh
true,
no.
true. Like I didn't know like a threesome and it had to be certain sexes, and if it's then yeah, it was just super funny because like I was so serious, and they was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, so you good with trains, but not like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not consenting to trains. I just didn't know that two dudes and a girl was a train. I'm sorry,
One
but
of my friends, who I'm not well, not friends. One of my old friends, friends of the past,
mm,
she wants three dudes at once.
wait,
She
what?
said and this is her words, not mine. She said she wants all holes filled. And I was like, girl, you're a champ.
Some of them dudes want to be cool with each other because they're gonna be
Mad
mighty
close,
close.
like ass and balls,
Balls on balls.
everybody's face. It's just like that is a lot going on at once. I
Look,
couldn't do it.
girl.
But
Mm-mm.
knowing her, she's probably done it by now. That was a long time ago.
Fantasy
Yeah,
fulfilled.
shout out to you, boo.
Destiny fulfilled.
Yeah, certain things my
Mm.
husband had said he hasn't done that I've done. I'm like, ooh, yikes. When are you gonna? I guess I'm gonna die before you. Maybe when you get old, you can do it. I don't know.
My husband was in these streets when he was younger. So look, it's certain things they didn't told me, and I just be like, all right, this is a threshold of sharing. Don't ask, don't tell, because nigga, you had a wild life.
We played Never Have I Ever at your old place. And I remember
Hmm.
my cousin was there and she was like, bitch, you need to learn how to lie. You didn't have to take nearly any of them shots because you saw I sat there and just was like, nope, never did that. And I was like, I know. And I didn't want to put you out there, but you owe them like 10 shots.
And you know we ain't know her, so it was
Right.
just like, oh, okay, girl. Duly noted, we about to invite her ass over for game night. I bet you lying.
But I remember it was like, um, they asked a question. I won't say what question it is because I don't need y'all to know me like that, like that. But they asked a question, and I was the only girl that was like, yeah. And everybody was like, oh, okay. And I was just like, listen, listen.
Linda, listen.
Anyhow, so 1 week.
I mean, yeah. Can you stop talking about it? I said, yeah,
Okay, I
bitch,
just wanted to
shit.
make sure, and I was
God damn it. I
witnesses.
sweat listeners. Then I say the whole awkward talking about sex, and Shay gonna ask me the same goddamn question.
I
Yes.
know. I love talking about sex, though.
I know,
It's
boo.
an.
And you've actually that was gonna be a really bad pause. You've gotten me better with being more able to talk about certain stuff. I had to clean that up. It was about to be super bad. But
Super
yeah.
pause moment.
Super pause. Let me tell you what I'm about to say. I was saying you really opened me up.
Oh,
That would have been bad.
Duncan
They
would
would have
have definitely been in the group chat like
like
pause.
pause. That's why I did not say it.
Um. So I think in preparation for JT's return, I'm gonna get me some outfits because I still been in Orange Theory Fitness. So I'm hoping I'm a little small. I'm gonna get me some outfits.
We're about to be snatched and
I
natched.
don't think I'm gonna be snatched, but
I think you will. You got
I might
time.
have a love handle gone or two. Who knows?
Oh, bitch. Good
Who
night.
knows? Maybe instead of 5 rolls on my back, I only have 3
All right, listeners.
goals.
I'm not fucking with
But they have costumes in plus size, so
facts.
we'll do that. You be sending nudes? Is that too much?
Mm-mm, I don't.
I just can't
You
do
you
it.
never know.
People be getting
I'm not.
hacked.
People get hacked. I don't know. I would love to think that it's forever, but sometimes it ain't. And I would hate to kill a nigga.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. So that's all I got. In conclusion, I I'm not fucking every other day. It just
Nope.
but I mean I am as a test, but like before this deployment, I probably would have looked at him like he was dumb.
Women, when your daughters become of age, get them hip.
What
Men,
you gonna get him
get
hip
your
with?
be like, yo, these niggas gonna try to fuck all the time. If you not with this shit, you need to put your foot down while y'all dating. Cause look, it's gonna be real cute when y'all young.
Things change.
Things change, and you gonna be looking like, no, we just smashed 12 hours ago. What's happening?
If I give you some really, really good sex, you shouldn't even be looking at me for like a week.
Dog, you should be like, yo, that was lit. It sure was. I'll go tonight. Night night.
Nah, but these niggas be like, hey,
Like it's fucking crack.
you trying to do that
I
thing
want
we did
some more of
yesterday?
that.
Like, no,
Oh, let me get some more of that shit I had
no,
yesterday. Like, nigga, it's not crack. What are you
it's
talking about?
not there.
Thank you for the compliment, my nigga. But like, I'm tired. I'm still pissing crazy from yesterday. What are you talking about?
Oh, I
Like,
did want to ask something. I'm sorry. No, because
mm,
when we were talking about the engine running thing, like getting your engine running,
yeah.
fellas, y'all gotta switch it up. If I say that I like, if rubbing my back will get me in the mood, that doesn't mean rub my back every time, because then it's gonna get
Every fucking
old.
time. Yes, it gotta be spontaneous.
You
Like,
gotta, it gotta be new, it gotta be different.
so,
I mean, and women, if y'all want some dick, y'all need to learn to take it. Stop
mm,
waiting for him to
oh,
initiate it. Just grab him by the balls and get your dick, sis.
dog, just start on y'all fucking bill closet. Just start slipping mollies to y'all
Oh no,
husbands.
I was gonna say just suck his dick, but
Oh, okay. Whatever. Whatever works. Molly's head, whatever.
did you have anything else to add on the topic?
Uh, no. I think I'm all sexed out.
Well, I'm not. So
I know.
I'm transitioning off the topic onto TV time because I didn't get into this show when it was on, but I have been watching Sex in the City from the beginning.
Oh, bitch. I got all of the seasons on DVD and I got the movie.
So
Yes, I love that
so
show.
I watched the movie and I knew enough that when I watched the movie,
You
I
understood.
understood it.
Mhm.
But I remember when I would catch the show, I used to be like, these bitches are hoes, and I would turn it. And so I'm watching it, and Charlotte is supposed to be the good one, and she done fucked out
Child.
5 niggas, and I'm only on episode 8 of the first season.
It be the quiet joints they be sleeping on.
Samantha having sex with somebody different every single episode.
Look.
The one that does not look like, okay,
The redhead
what's her
one.
name? Miranda.
I forgot.
There we go.
Miranda.
Even Miranda doesn't have about 3.
Carrie the only one chasing this one dude.
But Carrie is still getting it in because she done fucked this
She
young
definitely
nigga.
is.
She fucked the old.
Yeah.
No, she didn't fuck this old dude, but she let him eat her out, and then she was like, "Okay,
Mm.
thanks." And
Be
then
blessed.
Big, but I can see why the show may have been popular because it's women who are definitely just taking ownership of their sexuality and
Mhm.
talking. But the last episode, Charlotte was saying how she didn't like giving head. And she was dating this guy. He was nice and he really went ahead. And when he found out that she just wasn't into it, he was like, be blessed. So they broke up. So now the very next episode, she's on to a new guy and they're fucking already. And then he's like, yeah, I want a threesome. And she's like entertaining it. And so in my mind, I'm like, so wait, you don't want to suck dick, but you cool with eating the box? Like, what?
But if it, you don't necessarily have to be the one eating the box
You
though.
don't have to be, but it just seems
I guess people have their things
it just seems
that
like
they
a
would
weird
do.
thing.
Yeah. Because I just don't ever see me eating a box like in my whole ass lifetime and the next. So it's just certain things that I guess like they'll be willing to do. Maybe like head wasn't it, but threesomes, I'm with it. I don't know.
I guess to me that just seems like sucking dick just seems like sucking dick, but having a threesome just seems like another level of freak.
Yeah. No, I
And
get it.
so
I
for
agree with
me,
that.
it's just like, well, damn, Charlotte, how you go from that sucking dick to wanting to hold the other bitch in your bed? What you do? I don't
Right.
understand. That
Right.
could just be the jealous Shay coming out and not wanting to see my husband fucking anyone else.
Right.
So I don't know, but the first season is like what 98, 99.
Hmm.
So a lot of stuff that's happening on the show, I'm like, whew, this is old, honey.
Right. You
But
can tell.
I'm a try to get through the whole series.
It's actually pretty good. Excuse me. But yeah, since it's been so long, like it's a lot of stuff that's kind of dated. But I used to really, really love that show.
But the conversations that the women are having are actually still, for the most part,
Applicable.
yes. It's
Yeah.
obviously it was set. It started off in the late '90s, so you're gonna have like late '90s references. But I don't like one aspect of the show, which is me getting into my militant Shay shit. But no, fuck it. I was gonna say that's neither here nor there. No, I'm getting into it. So Jason's lyric
Hmm.
has two sex scenes in it. They're maybe three. They're a bit explicit. You see man butt. Ooh wow, call the
Right.
cops. So the director of the film did an interview where he was talking about how there was actually more sex scenes, but they had to cut it back because they wanted to rate the movie like whatever is higher than rated R. And so
Um,
there's a history of like when there are black shows or black movies and there's sex involved, like
they make the rating higher.
yes, or so then you have to edit it. But I done seen Samantha's titties on every episode, sometimes 2 or 3 times. And I'm just trying to figure out, like,
Do HBO got more leniency, or is it because they white?
I don't know, because I feel like if Girlfriends was on HBO, would we have been
Mm,
seeing Joan's titties every episode?
right. That's true.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And just because when I was a communications major and I took that little film class and we had to write papers, and I wrote my paper on sexuality in film because again, I love talking about sex. And I got an A on that paper, but whatevs. I just wanted to put that out there, no diss to y'all favorite show because a lot of the girls go up for Sex in the City. I'm just decades late jumping on the bandwagon, like, oh, this is cute for her.
Mm,
Okay.
I cannot tell. I'm glad you're finally watching.
20 years later.
I know, right? I guess since we on TV, oh, I did want to say this. It's still TV, but like I just want to jump ahead of the shows that we normally watch. I happen to be flipping through the channel and almost lost my shit
Why?
because I saw that fucking 90210 is back.
I saw that.
And that is my fucking show.
But Luke Perry
And
died.
so I know. And it's really, really fucking sad. And they did like a tribute to him on that first episode. But so
Hold
it
on,
has
wait, it's
like pretty
already
much,
out?
yeah, like the first episode has already came out. It came out last week.
Oh, I saw the commercial for it, but I thought it was like coming out in September. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it has like the whole old cast, of course,
Mm-hmm.
minus Luke, um, Bay, Brenda, Shannon Doherty. But so what I like about it is it's scripted,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but they're not playing their characters. They're not playing Brenda and all the fucking calendar, Brandon, like I mean, well, all the fucking names. They're not playing them. They're playing themselves as if it's because it's the 30-year anniversary, which makes me feel super fucking old, and I'm not buying it. But I'm definitely not buying it.
I
No,
mean,
hell no, it can't be 30 years because it came out in like the 90s.
yeah, the very early 90s.
No, I feel like it came out in like 96.
No, fuck ass no. Because for a fact.
I need to look it up because I swear I
I'm
was watching that in high
I'm
school.
looking it up
I'm
now.
dating myself. But what was I about to say? But I'm excited because they're not playing their characters, they're playing their actual real lives. Like Shannon Doherty is playing Shannon Doherty, but as if they're having a reunion of the 90210 show. And like it's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on with it. I like it. And y'all niggas got me hooked. I even watched the spinoff when Mac Wiles was on the
Yeah, I
shit.
did
Like,
watch that too.
dog, I used to love 90210 and I'm just here for this shit. So
The
I'm
first
staying in.
episode aired October 1990.
Oh god
I
damn. Yeah,
knew
30 years.
Yeah, I knew that it because I remember watching it, and I remember by the time '96, it was either on its way off the air or already was off.
Hmm.
Because '96, I want to say Buffy was out, and Buffy, yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Oh, I did like that.
A lot of people did watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I did not. But yeah, I just wanted to stand for a little bit for Beverly Hills 90210,
I'm gonna
and
have
I
to
was
catch up
excited.
on that because like I said, I did. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the commercial because I thought it
Hmm.
was like something that was going to be coming on in the fall.
Yeah, you could. It's only one episode that's aired. The next one airs like I don't know what night it comes on, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not sure, but yeah. So hype about that. Also, another show that came back on Black Love on OWN.
I love.
I definitely
I
love
want to
that
go on that
show.
show. Even though me and
I don't.
JT's stories I had as mess based on the Valentine's Day special we had on here, but I don't care.
Child, look, I ain't got too much to offer, especially after this episode. I'm like, this bitch, what are you talking about, Black Love? But yeah, so season
Yep.
three, yeah, season three started like a week ago or so. And that first episode was talking about like basically how their relationship started.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, sometimes they have some of the same couples, but they also have new couples. So Candy and Todd is on there.
Mm-hmm. Latoya and
Latoya
her
Luckett and
husband.
the dude, I forgot his
I don't
name.
know.
Terry Crews and his wife
Mm-hmm.
is on there, and the dude Kev on stage that makes all like the little YouTube videos and
Yes.
stuff. Him and his wife is on there. But yeah, like I really like this show. Like it's really cute, and it shows like positive portrayal of black love and marriage, and it also keeps it real to let you know like nigga shit ain't perfect, and yeah, I'm here for it though.
I tweeted them when they came out with the first season, but I guess I got to be famous to get on the show.
They was like, oh, okay, be blessed.
Because I feel like not all the people that's on it. I don't know all the people that's on the show.
So it was one couple. I was like, no, it was like two couples. I was like,
Yeah. And every
like the
season is
same
like
sex
that. I
couple.
don't know who they
Yeah,
are.
it'll be like celebrities, and then there'll be other people who's like, maybe they behind it, maybe they some producers or something. Like, who are they?
I mean, we
But yeah, I
good enough
didn't
to
know.
be on y'all show. Fuck. The fuck.
We celebrities. We got a whole ass podcast.
Thank you. Maybe I should tweet them from the podcast page.
Facts, and we need all our listeners to rally behind us. Get Dice and Shay on Black Love.
They're gonna
Hashtag Black Love Doc.
they're gonna be like, JT and Shay. It's cute, but this is actually a hot ass mess. Like,
Then be like, we listen to your podcast, and Dice, you're not even smashing your head every day, so you cannot be on the show.
did you watch all of Free Meek?
Yes,
Oh,
you know, I binged one day.
yes, as did I. So earlier in the episode, I referenced how Black people sometimes can do too much, and his judge didn't realize. I heard things in passing, but never did my due diligence to research any of this shit.
All the details of this
But oh,
raggedy
bitch,
joint.
his judge.
Bitch. Oh, so y'all know, in case y'all like what the fuck you talking about, Free Meat. It's a docu-series on Amazon Prime Video that they released. I think it's like
5.
6 episodes, and it's basically detailing everything that Meek has gone through with going through the whole like judicial system, everything like his whole court thing, and how he's basically been on fucking probation for 27 years. It hasn't been that long, but like it's been a long
I
ass fucking
mean,
time. And it's talking about his judge and lawyers and like basically how he's been fucked over since he's been a teenager pretty much. But
since like
sorry, I just had to
19, and the nigga's like, what, 32,
30.
33, something like
Hell
that.
yeah. Crazy as fuck. But go ahead.
His judge was literally making my ass itch. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, you could just tell she had a hard on for the nigga. Like,
Dog, when she called him and Nicki in his chambers, it was like, can you do a song where you shouting me out? Oh, and you can put your mom and Nicki on it too? Bitch, what?
she claims that, didn't happen. So we'll have to put allegedly.
Allegedly.
But
I don't
based
know.
on her
Because it
other
ain't like
actions, it doesn't seem like
so
it's.
doing the fucking most
Yeah.
where you not dressing the way I want you to dress, or you not doing when they was telling that story about when he was on that tour and like something happened with the weather and he couldn't get on the plane. So he
Yes.
was and that whole instance and he fucking got locked up for that shit. Dog, I was heated. I was like, yo, you was a strong nigga. It made me look at him and be like, yo, you so strong because I would be a angry black man for the rest of my life. Like on everything. Like
And then when you know, both sides of the court are saying like, no, I don't think he needs to serve jail time. And she's like, well, that's not up to y'all. The nigga's going to jail.
Oh,
I was just like, really?
like, what are you talking about? Like, even the prosecutor's like, nah, he good. Like, he's straight. Like, in one of the series, they dropped the charges. Like, he's straight. It's no violation. She was like, nah, still.
That was extra.
Dog, when they was interviewing her fucking lawyer and they turned off the video but
But I
not the
did,
audio.
yes.
Wow, and that nigga was like, yeah, that was hard to say because I'm like, why the fuck? Like, why don't you just drop the case? I said, whoa, nigga, he's fine.
For sure. You know his ass is fired.
Hey, I was like, so it's even coming from our goddamn lawyer, like you doing too
Too
fucking
much.
much. So that whole drink, it made me feel bad for him, but it also made me angry. I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. And then like the corrupt cops are every fucking where. But like talking about the cops and how like it
They
was like
basically
people
lied
that
on the nigga.
right lying on him. They just wanted to run up in the joint and get money and talking about, yeah, he pulled the gun out. That's why we did that. And the cops was like, please trust and believe. At that time in that area, if anybody would have halfway raised the gun to a cop,
They'd at
like they
least
would have
been
been
shot.
dead. And the other dude that was on scene was like, I was behind him. So if I would have seen him raise his gun, I would have shot his ass. He would have been dead. But like, no, he put the joint down on the ground. So it was good because, like you said, I had heard some things with like stuff that he's been through, but like hearing the details and seeing everything, I was like, yo, that's fucked up.
I have like a little newfound respect for Meeks of the Mills.
Oh, yay.
You
Come
know.
on over. I used to pray for times like this. Sorry. About to get hype on y'all ass. Y'all lucky I ain't got no voice.
Like I
Start
never
rapping.
cared to. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't fuck with the nigga. It's just that I was like, whatever.
That's that yelling
If
nigga.
a song came on that I liked, it, boom, bam. But after that,
He's like moving along.
right. So yeah,
What else? Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Did you watch the next episode or are you over it? I mean,
I
I'm sure you're over it, but did you watch episode 2?
I skimmed through it.
Scam.
But I feel like I saw the major points of the episode. Yes,
Bitch. You already skimming like it's the goddamn reunion already on episode 2.
because I don't care about K Michelle and her IVF twin journey.
Girls that she was trying to get.
And then the April Moniz thing is already stressing me out. It's making me
Dog,
mad.
why are they so fucking stupid? Both
Like,
of them. Monique is super dumb, but April is just as dumb for going along with this shit. It's like this tour.
what are you talking about? First of all,
Like, even Faye started laughing her out and called the motherfucker the tour
the
gonna be the baby mom
BM2.
BM2K. It's, and second of all, this nigga made him 2 scoops of eggs.
I
Stop
saw
playing with me,
that.
April. I was like, did you only have like 3 eggs left that you had to split between the two of y'all? Because I'm so confused on that scoop of fucking eggs. Like, what are you talking about? And if these niggas say that they best friends one more fucking time, like, I'm gonna punch her in the face.
I have male friends and I just don't behave that way around them.
At fucking
Like,
all.
I'm not walking around the house in silky pajamas with my booty cheeks hanging out
And
and
he talking about, man, your ass fat as shit.
like
Like, you can see your ass through everything.
like
Like,
no.
no.
What friendship
Y'all are
is
not best
this?
friends. They are smashing and they just trying to keep it cute to avoid shit. But apparently, y'all ain't avoiding much because Amariana already put Fizz allegedly in his little court documents
It's a
saying
wrap.
that they having a full affair. So, like, nigga, y'all not laying low because you already in court docs, babe. Like, what are you talking about?
I know that tour was awkward as hell. Oh my
No.
God, I wish I could have just been a fly on the wall because I know Omarion was looking at this nigga's face
He
like,
probably was in his fucking dressing room with all the sage and crystals. Like, let me just sing my songs and let that nigga stay in the background where he belong because I'm about to deaf his ass. But I'm about to get these
and
coins
go
and
home.
I got a whole ass lawsuit against them. Like, woosah. Like, kudos to you, Omarion. Like, I'm respecting your little dance and ass because any other nigga would have been deafed out they bang mate. But he said, look, I'm trying to get these fucking coins off this tour and go ahead and fuck her crazy ass because then you're going to be stuck with her too.
That's what I was saying. Like the fact that he was still able to maintain his professionalism while on that tour means that he's either really broke or that bitch is really crazy.
And I don't
Because
think he broke, bro.
because he there's anytime a story breaks, The nigga just posted a video of himself popping and locking somewhere. He just
Right.
gives no fucks.
He's like, I'm straight on this. Okay.
What else happened on the episode? I saw what I wanted to see
Apple,
on the
fucking
episode
Apple
is not
still
going to be
acting
on the next
crazy.
one.
You said it's not?
The what I wanted to see from this episode, they teased it at the end, and it's going to be on
Oh,
the next
yeah.
episode.
You talking about Lyrica and Apple confronting Little Bunny?
Yeah,
Yeah. Mona is messy as fuck
for
for
sure.
that shit. Having the girls, Summer Bunny. I say Little Bunny. Having
Same
Summer
diff.
Bunny at the fucking party, and then Lyrica and Apple coming hand in hand. Like, what? So you got three bitches that's trying to fight you because now Ray J wife Princess is like, oh no, that's my friend, so I'm jumping in. And if that bitch cry one more fucking
What is
time,
she crying about?
Yo was like, you need to get tougher skin, like real. Like you if you're smashing someone's husband, why are you crying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, man up, like own that shit. Like, yes, bitch. I mean, he came on to me. What are you crying for?
You're the
You
one
crying?
that
They
recorded.
got me in the media looking crazy. Yes,
No,
the blogs caught on to what you were actually doing. Don't
but
cry,
you got
babe.
yourself out there because you went out of your way. You were FaceTiming him on your phone, but you had somebody else recording it. So you
Right.
obviously wanted somebody to
You
see.
wanted
You
it to
wanted
right.
receipts. So now you got to deal with the
Here you are,
consequences.
all out in the
People
public. Don't
think
cry
you
now.
are home wrecking as hoe.
Like,
Congrats.
look, it is what it is. Enjoy. Yeah.
So what
Um.
would you do? Like, let's say you were at a party and
Mhm.
JT had a side bitch and that side bitch was at the party, but I wasn't there yet.
Oh, I deaf her out
Oh,
before you even got there.
hey, friends forever.
I'm gonna say, fuck you talking about. But I'm supposed to come, hurry up and get in so you can fight her. Like, nah, fuck that. Look, you see Princess face. She said, "Oh, that's her." Like Ray J, Ray J messy too. Oh, so you know the homie A1. He
No,
said, "It looks." Oh, that's her. I said, "Well, y'all's a messy
he
ass
was
married
he
couple."
was the messy one though, because Princess didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, she just heard about it but didn't know who she was. Ray J was like, "Oh yeah, you know that." She's like, "Oh, duly noted." Let me go ahead and switch purses to the bomb because look,
I would just like to point out that this episode is evidence that black men apparently cheat because
look
we have Exhibit 1, Summer Bunny, Little Bunny, whatever her name is, and Princess ass was crying over some shit that happened while she was
about Ray
pregnant
J
with Ray
happened.
J. So
Yeah,
yeah, guys, you guys just keep
sorry for
taking
y'all.
L's at the end of the summer. Might have to
Lost,
pull
la,
out
lost,
of the
lost, la,
City
lost,
Boy
lost,
Summer
lost.
thing.
Right, because y'all looking trash.
Yikes. See? Look, that's the whole episode.
Yeah. The end.
I seen it. Boom, bam. The stuff in between is not even important.
Dog,
Oh.
I text you. So did you catch up on Pose?
Oh, Lord, I forgot.
You didn't watch it?
No, I did, but I forgot that I did watch it.
Sweet
You
baby and
called it.
Seuss.
You called that
I said
shit.
that shit last episode, bro. I was like, oh, this nigga flirting with Pray Tell like shit. I'm talking about Ricky, little ass.
Little fresh ass.
Dog, talking about, oh, you look like a daddy. Blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, he
Mm-hmm.
wants to Pray Tell and got him some little young joint. He up here prancing to the fucking meetings and shit
Honey,
now. Like,
let's talk about that sex scene though. Don't skip over that because
okay.
this sex scene was not.
They kind of
They was getting it in.
that it wasn't no average light. And he was like, I want to take you. I was like, oh,
It wasn't
wait
like
a
they
minute.
kissed and it faded to black. It was like
Nah, they was
I
showing.
was like, okay,
So we
butt
had
muscles, y'all really
I'm
putting in the work.
like, is this, are y'all talking for real? Because this don't look
Okay,
like acting.
child, honey,
I need that young boy put it right on Pray Tell ass.
and you
Literally.
that nigga had on what he had on yellow the next day.
Bright like the sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Child. And poor Damon.
Y'all gonna stop doing him like that?
Look, he said, fuck y'all, I'm going to Europe on this tour. But this is my question. Did the nigga ever go get tested?
No,
Because I don't remember in that episode where he ever got tested, and if he did they talk about the fucking results? Because I feel like that's about to be some shit if they ain't,
he
and I missed it.
he did not get tested in this episode. No.
Oh Jesus! So I hope this nigga just don't go off to Europe and then like start getting sick because dog. Oh no, not my Damon, not my
That's
baby.
what I'm
And then
saying. Damon doesn't deserve any of this. Like,
at all, he was the good guy. Like, oh, fucking with a fuck boy. And then
mm,
he said that they didn't even fucking smash, and
And he
he did
lied.
smash, and so now he's got AIDS or HIV, and now exposed you to the shit, and like
And
you just
just
trying to live your
dipped.
best life. Left, fucking left.
Fucking with y'all daddy.
Angel out here fucking doing coke, coked out on her damn shoots and shit. Block her ass, one trying to kick her out, but she had to be fed because honey, all of them was mad. Now Block at home by her goddamn self. Beefing with Prey. Damon is gone. Ricky is the fuck about it here.
Angel
Goddamn
and Poppy are
Angel,
gone.
they gone. So she gotta get some more children. What they gonna do now?
Listen, I was a lecture for the whole video, whole
Oh,
episode. Like, whoop.
look, the fucking memes of their faces when fucking Damon was reading them. Oh, really? Oh, really? Respect?
Because you fucking them. I was like,
Everybody was like, ooh. What was I always forget the other girl's name?
oh, I don't remember. Candy's
Candy's
friend.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was just like, bitch. She said, oh, this house is messy. They said maybe we should leave. She was like, sit down, it's getting good. Fuck that bitch. We ain't got
That's
shit else
us.
to do tonight. Right. Like, nigga, finish eating these ugly ass noodles and listen to see what's going on, nigga.
Motherfucking pizza poppers. Whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Oof.
Fucking hot pockets. But
Was that
yes,
like the season finale or something?
they better not be leaving me hanging like that.
I
It did
mean,
seem really dramatic the way it ended, but damn, I'm gonna have to look into it because I hope not.
it didn't say it on any, like usually they'll be like, oh, stay tuned for this season finale. Da, da, da. But it
Yeah.
just seems like one of those things where they would leave it fucking hanging
And you
until
gotta wait till next goddamn season to see what the fuck is going
right.
on. Oh, so we didn't talk about this last week, but I wanted to ask, how'd you feel about the Black Lady sketch show? Because remember we said we were gonna start watching it. Did you start watching it?
I have seen both of the episodes. Yes,
Okay, so tell me how you feel.
I don't think that is funny at all.
All right, look,
Okay.
I want you to go first. So the first episode, me and B Dub watched it together. The whole time he's like, "This is so fucking random. This is super fucking random." I was like, "Baby, shut up!" Like I'm trying to find it funny. So the first one, I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna give it a shot." So the second episode had a little more parts that I giggled, but it's not as funny as I expected it to be with like executive produced by Issa Rae and then the girl Quintina being on there. Oh, listeners, I think we talked about it before. It's on HBO. It's like a sketch show and it has like and Issa Rae isn't on it, but she's the executive producer and Quinta, I guess that's the name. The girl be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
money." Her and some other people that I don't know who the fuck they are.
And
But
Janae, who stole Derwin from med school on the game, because I'm still fucking hot about
oh,
that.
that is her. God damn it, I always forget. That definitely is her.
Little bitch. I'm still mad at her about that.
Dog, she was raggedy as shit for that. But yeah, I'm just hoping it gets funnier. Like they had Angela Bassett on it the first episode and it wasn't really funny. And I was like,
The
that was
cameos are cute, but like I legit was watching this last episode and I don't think I chuckled. I just was
mm,
watching it like, okay, I'm a support.
I'm trying to be supportive, but what the fuck? So yeah, I wanted to see what your opinion was first because I was like, it's not really as funny as I like. I literally expected this shit to be funny as fuck,
And then it's
and I'm just
not.
like, I don't know if I'm just stupid and all these are going over my head, but
No, there was nothing
yeah,
to go. There's nothing
yeah,
that's happening.
yeah, it definitely was not funny to me. Girls Cruise, I'm still watching, but I'm just like, oh, is it over
I'm
yet?
over that show.
So I
I
just,
fast forwarded more parts of that show than I did Love and Hip Hop, which is really sad.
yeah, I mean, it's positive, so I'm just trying to watch it,
But it's
and
boring.
yeah,
This
it is
episode,
like.
the first 30 minutes was a fucking talent show. Like I don't care.
Dog, dog.
Like
I'm like, yo, I just expected more out of. I mean, maybe they don't want it. They probably didn't want it to be like ratchet, which I get, because chilly and stuff, and they're trying to do something positive, but
but it's not entertaining.
it's not.
Even when they fake get deep, I don't understand why people are crying because I'm like, all she did was take you to some water and y'all are all in tears right now. Like, what even happened to get y'all to this point? I don't get it.
Dog, I don't understand. I don't understand why all of a sudden B Simone took this damn uh joint so seriously that she's fussing at Shaw. I'm just like, what is happening?
Right.
Like, You are breaking down, but yeah, I'm just trying to support to be nice, but yeah, I'm kind of getting over that as well. What other show? Real Housewives of Potomac.
I fell asleep on it, but yeah.
Okay, all right, we can just skip that
It
till
was
next week, I
late.
guess. Yeah, and that's what I said. We can skip it till next week. We can just I guess T. We can roll on to that. We did not mention last week. Super disrespectful. Rest in peace to Toni Morrison because she
Yes, yes,
definitely passed away,
yes.
and I don't think we mentioned it because I think it happened the
The
day
day that
that
we
we
recorded.
recorded. Yeah, did mention, but definitely wanted to pay respect. So rest in peace to her iconic ass. Super sad. She was 88,
Yes.
I think. Yeah. So they on Oprah was playing like the episode on when she had her talk show, the Oprah Winfrey show, when she was on like the book club thing, because you know she used to have a little book club, and she actually had Toni Morrison on, and so she played that, and that was really cute, like a tribute or whatever.
Yeah.
But it sounded worse and worse. All right, what we say, T?
I have no tea.
Um,
Other
um,
than the tea that I not even fully Nikki and Joe.
yeah. So like. I need to do some more research and maybe we'll dive deeper into it next week. But all I know is Queen Radio, the Joe Budden podcast, it was a mashup. Niggas got mad. Nicki was cussing Joe out, talking about the nigga had unfair comments and lying on her, and then got pissed off and cut his fucking mic off.
Which I felt wasn't fair.
It wasn't fair because like the whole time he was even trying to say anything, she was yelling and talking over him.
Right.
So even when he was like trying to say stuff, she was yelling, she was monopolizing the whole fucking thing, and then was like, "Fuck you, you dummy," and turned off his mic. And Maul being a
Being Maul.
barb, like I just don't understand. Like I'm not saying like Joe could be 100% wrong in this situation. I don't even know exactly what the fuck it is that they're talking about. Like I said, I need to listen to some more shit because Queen Radio, we talked about this before, I cannot do. So I will wait till they on a Joe Budden podcast and try it then.
Yeah.
But which I think it actually comes out tomorrow, I
Yeah.
think. But I don't even know why Maul and Rory ain't be like, all right, well, like let him explain, because after his mic was cut off and he was gone, they was like, well, hopefully we can get y'all back together so y'all can work this out. What you should have been doing is like, wait, well, let him explain. Like, he probably was wrong, but like, like kind of not defending him, but at least being like, all right, calm down, Nicki, so at least he can speak and explain. But not Rory, but Mo is a definite barb. So he was just like, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. I was like, all right, Mo. So those were just the parts that I heard. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I only heard what was online because I'm
Yeah.
not listening to
So
Queen Radio.
can I listen to Queen Radio? I heard it was some other stuff going on about her and Trina. I can't do Queen
Now
Radio.
I
I
heard
think
about
I've
that.
listened. So what is that? I heard that it was something about the publicist, or Trina's publicist was mad because Nicki wasn't promoting the song that they got together. So
Okay.
like, or something
So
like, what is it?
somebody on Trina's team put a picture up, and his caption was basically saying like, he thinks it's fucked up how Nicki handled their song, which in my opinion is much better than Hot Girl Summer with Nicki and Meg, but that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
basically he feels like Nicki is just trying to ride the Meg train. Because if you look at Nicki's page, Nicki has posted more than one picture
Oh
with
yeah,
her and Meg and promoting the single. But when her and Trina had the song out, she posted something in her IG story, and that goes away in
that
24
goes
hours.
away.
So
Right.
they have been working with her trying to get them together to do a video. The
Mm-hmm.
one part where I think like Trina fucked up is like Trina's budget isn't as large as Meg's. So
Right.
budgeting issues, and I can understand that where Nicki's coming from if she doesn't want to be a part of some low budget shit, because Nicki is still Nicki, whether I
Right.
think she's tripping or not. But
Right. She still is a higher, not higher, but yeah, she got more money coming in than
yeah,
Trina.
but I can understand them being just frustrated and it seeming that she is riding the Meg wave because, the guy was saying, you say that you love Trina and y'all friends and you appreciate her because Trina obviously was out long before Nicki, and you have respect for
Mm-hmm.
her, but then y'all do a song together and you don't hear anything, but here's this new upcoming rapper and you're like every other day.
All the pictures
Right.
together and posting. Right.
Right. You jumped on that with no question. So that's what that beef is about. Now, Trina didn't say it herself, but the fact
I
that
was just about to say, I ain't heard Trina say
but I don't
nothing.
think she would allow anyone on her team to say something if she didn't agree. Because from what I've seen of Trina in like shows that she's been on, she wants her team to be a reflection of her. So she don't like a lot of foolery. So I think the fact that this person even said it, that she must agree to a certain
She was with
extent.
it. Right, because she ain't said nothing to be like, no, like issue an
Right.
apology or like nothing like that. They even had Bobby, her cousin, kind of going off. I ain't hear what he was saying,
The
but
same
he had a
thing.
video going in. Oh, and then
That she
shit,
was
yeah.
riding the Meg wave.
Oh, and then look, there it
But so
is.
something must have happened because one clip I heard, Nicki was saying she wasn't doing anything with another female rapper ever again. So I don't know, something between her and Meg happened. I don't know, but uh,
Child, I just want Nicki to make good music and put it out. Like all these antics is making her look super fucking crazy. Just make music and do your fucking thing. Like all this messy ass Queen radio shit and all this other stuff you doing, like you looking real silly. And like I like Nicki, so it ain't like oh I like this person over this person. Like I just feel like certain stuff she handled wrong and she was looking goofy and she's been looking goofy ever since. Like I don't know where her fucking team is to advise her, or maybe she just like fuck y'all, I'm doing what the fuck I want. But she been looking kind of crazy on certain stuff. So I hope you pull through, sis.
yeah.
Look. Um oh, Laurie Salterwood bringing it back for
Oh, who's
this.
salty?
Somebody who fucking deserves to be
Oh,
salty. Y'all nigga Kales is out here releasing statements through his lawyer talking about he is miserable behind
I mean, that
bars.
is jail.
And nigga, it's a whole ass jail. Like, what are you talking about? And he's just mad. And allegedly, his illiterate ass can't even fucking read the letters that all his fans is sending him for
Oh,
support. So you super salty, babe. Like you can't even read the support of these little dumb joints that's still supporting your ass. Sorry, sucks to be you, but you get the award this week talking about jail is miserable. Yes. And then what the fuck you think you it's supposed to be a country
he
club, my
thought he
nigga?
was
Like
going to
you're
be locked up in the same jail that ASAP Rocky was in over in like New Zealand or wherever the fuck he was at. The little
child,
IKEA looking joint with the desk and the Wi-Fi.
child. Look, he thought he was on some Martha Stewart
Nah.
shit. Like, no, you're not going away to the plush joint. You going where the fuck niggas go. So take your salty award and do your time.
Do you
Okay.
know how cocky you have to be as an individual to know that you can read and to have money so that you could get education and to just be like, fuck that, I don't need that. Like reading is
Right.
fundamental, like in real life. I'm not just saying that.
So
So like,
like it's like you're an artist, so contracts for shows and tours and shit like that. Like, and you still don't give a fuck. You're trusting people to read over and be like, oh yeah, it's good.
how
Like
old is R. Kelly?
they
Like
probably take
50?
probably older than
So
that.
like you really went 50 plus years of your life and was just like, damn that nigga, I don't need to know how to read. Like that's wild.
Child, I bet you wish you could read them support
That's
letters.
wild as fuck. And you know them
Better
shit's
find you a
basic
fan
fucking
in jail.
letters. So it's not even
Right.
like you got SAT words in there. Like they're probably really
No,
basic fucking letters. Be
don't.
blessed,
And
but
struggling.
not.
Enjoy. So, Lori's enjoy. That's all I got. I ain't had no other
Yeah, I
tea.
don't feel like much was happening. So, because I
Yeah.
did look and I didn't really see anything. The Shade Room be posting these people. Who is G Herbo and Ari?
Child, you know my uncle days
They
don't know.
post these people all the time, and it's like four people that they post about their relationship all the time, and I still don't know who they are.
You're like, who the hell are you? Listeners, let us know. Get us hip. Because apparently the chatty pages are behind. But we don't know who these motherfuckers are that they
Don't
talking
get me
about.
hip if it ain't good music, and if these niggas don't even have music, then please don't get me hip. I'll just
Oh,
continue to
child.
scroll.
If these are internet
Yeah,
people,
save
like,
that. No, thank you.
no, social media celebrities will
Yeah,
pass.
no thanks. So,
Child.
good bad release. You want me to start?
Um, sure, if
Okay,
you
let me
like.
tell you. The
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Uh-oh.
Once again, your girl's over here on full academic probation and still waiting to the last minute to do assignments. So Monday, I got a whole paper, like however many words due by Monday. And I'm doing it on
Mm,
Monday.
mm.
So I'm in the house and it's a research paper. So I need the internet so I can get articles and make sure I got my references cited properly, all this good stuff. So I'm more than halfway done with the paper. But I haven't
Mhm.
had my phone or my laptop on the charger this whole time. The lights go out. The lights
No,
go
bitch.
out. So I get my candles going and I'm sitting there and I'm on Dominion looking at like, so it's a power outage. Like all of Chesapeake for the most part
Oh
is
my
just out of
God.
power. So I'm looking in there like, okay, we plan to have this restored in between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m.
Bitch, what? You gotta by midnight
It was
submit.
9:15. So I'm like looking, my phone is on like 13%. My laptop is on 11.
Oh
I
my
don't have
God.
no none of those little external,
Like the external
don't
tracker
have none of that.
charges.
So I'm sitting here like, yo, I still have like 500 words left. So,
Girl, you better text your goddamn teacher.
well, because yesterday was the last day of this class, they don't accept late assignments on the last assignment. So I had to submit that paper.
The way it
Yes.
was.
So I was like, okay, when my laptop gets to 5%, like, fuck it. Whatever I have is what I have, and that's what I'm going to submit. So I was 100 words short of what I needed to be, but I turned my hotspot on from my phone. I was able to submit, but it was just like, girl, like, what the fuck? I ended
Oh, pushing to the
Right.
limit for
And all of
real.
this, I'm like, I took my laptop with me over the weekend to the sleepover with the, like, my plan was sit in that room, do my homework. And when I was like really motivated for school, I used to have my assignments done by the Friday before they were due so that I wouldn't even have to think about it on the weekend because I already know on the weekends I ain't trying to do homework. I'm trying to live my life.
Right.
But I just been
Right.
bullshitting and it was like a wake up call. Like, this is what the fuck can happen, and you don't have your shit together, and you know that you have to get good grades. Like, you can't afford to miss any assignments.
Right.
So,
That sounds stressful as
my daughter
shit.
came in the room. I had fell asleep at this point. My daughter came in the room at 12:37. Oh, the lights came on. So, if I had waited, my shit would have been late, and I would have got a 0.
Yeah. Mm.
So, I mean, kudos to having a hot spot, but fuck shit because it wasn't completed like fully and everything was dying and my ass was just sitting in the dark with candles looking dumb as fuck.
Looking
Yeah.
stressed. Oh my God.
So that's the bad. The release, I want to release anxiety about my job and my performance. I think this has been one of my releases before. So I had training last week and you could not miss more than one category one finding. I know it's not going to make sense, but it's cool.
Mm.
So I was stressed out. I found out that I passed the test. So
Yes,
another
bitch.
certification for you, girl. Cool.
Hey.
But none of that matters until I actually get on the field and I start doing inspections. And I have one coming up next month. And I'm just nervous because I don't want to be one of those people that do well on tests, but then when it's time to actually apply the knowledge.
But at least when you go, you can have like notes and shit, like a little notebook you can kind of skim
Right.
through.
And this will be like my training. I get 2 of the trainings before they'll actually even like certify me to go out and do them on my own. And on one hand, I keep telling myself, like, bitch, you've been in this field since like forever, since you're like 21. So
Right. You're going to be
you're going to
good.
be good. But I just have to release the anxiety because in my mind, I'm like, watch we get there and it's going to be like complete fuck shit. And it's going to be like weird scenarios where I never dealt with before and I'm gonna be looking stupid. That's what I'm telling myself in my mind.
You good. Don't overthink it. You is smart. You was important. And you going to do this shit, bitch. You going to knock it the fuck out. Anyways, you're one of our best people. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know, bitch. I knew it all along. So don't work yourself up. You going to get it, boo.
Yeah. The good thing is with all of that, they were trying to put me on 2 inspections back to back because they're trying to get me out there on the field on my own as soon as possible. But
Mm-hmm.
the second one was legit the next week after the first, and my husband isn't here, so I would have had to call my dad to come and stay with my daughter because somebody has to watch my kid. He couldn't
Right.
do it for that second week, so it was just like, oh, what the fuck. But it ended up working out because that inspection is actually not going to fucking teach me anything. So they were like, oh, fuck it, we can save money. It's the end of the fiscal year anyway. So they took
Right.
me off, and I have my dad will be here to watch my kid, and I'll be less stressed now. So simple
Yay.
things for me this week.
Slit though.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be good,
I
boo.
hope so.
Mine is super quick. Dog, marriage is hard. I mean, we talked about this shit. We was just talking about stress and stuff, but like, you know, people think that, or not people in marriages, but people that aren't married might think that, it's just kind of like a walk in the park and all this other stuff. But like, you got to work for it in order to have a great relationship. And I'm not saying it has to be like rocket science, but both parties have to put forth an effort um for marriage to work. And you're gonna have ups and downs. Like my marriage is really good times, it's really bad times. Like it's always not gonna be lit. Trust me. So the good is that I will go to marriage counseling.
Yes.
I want to make sure that my shit stays or gets super solid. And I need somebody to father these kids with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely not baby mama material, and I'm not the type of baby mama that my husband wants or needs in his life. You think life is bad for him now? Just get me as a baby mama.
I
You
can't.
gonna want me back? Cause look, make you and your new chick mad as fuck. But so the bad is that I'm jumping around. That marriage counseling is expensive as shit, and my insurance does not cover it.
Are
Not
you
even one piece of it.
serious?
Dead ass. Even look through my job, and they no longer have the little employee joint where they have counseling, but not marriage counseling.
That's trash.
Super trash. And some of the ones I was looking up is like $200 a
Oh my
session.
God.
Suck balls. So I found an app. It's actually called the Lasting app, and it's a kind of like a self-help marriage counseling app.
Mm-hmm.
It's not free. It is a subscription. I want to say it's like $10, $11 a month, which is way better to me than
200 a session.
200 a session. So, and it's really cute. Like they have different, like you take like a test so they can kind of see like what areas you and your spouse need to work on, and like you take it and your spouse and you guys connect your app together.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's different lessons that you go through and that you're learning, and then they can see your responses and you can see theirs, and then you can discuss certain stuff. So we're in the very beginning, like literally we just started this like a day or two ago, but like it's super lit. And I just want you to know that I mean, look, work on your shit. Like sometimes it can feel like trash, but I mean, if you put some work to it, the shit turn into art, nigga. Just keep on fucking working. So I just want to release my give up spirit and my fuck it spirit. Cause nigga, I would say fuck it on a lot of shit real quick. It's an easy answer to everything. Fuck that shit. So I would like to release that and just sprinkle a little patience in my life to work on stuff that matters to me, and I say fuck it. So I'm gonna leave it at that and keep it cute.
Everything in life you got to work for if you want it to be great. If you want a great body, you got to go to the gym. You got to tighten up your diet. If you want edges, you got to work on taking care of your hair.
Nah, get them satin bonnets
Yeah, or
or
satin pillowcases.
pillowcases.
Right.
Yeah,
So, it's cool.
put the work in. Sometimes your edges be looking busted, but it's okay. Regroup and take care of them
JT and
shits.
I done had about 3, 4 different damn marriage counselors. So, girl, I know. We
Right.
done did it through the church. We done did it through the insurance. So, girl.
We trying and shit.
Yes.
you know. Um, so that's all
And
I
Lil
had.
Saint
But
still doing good with the potty training, y'all, because I asked the other day.
Yes, he is doing good. Y'all, we just working on the poop, but he gonna get there. I try not to bore y'all with the potty training this week, but still going lit. So, listeners, we thank y'all for tuning in as always. Next week is episode 50, and we got something
Ew.
lit planned for y'all. We're not going to tell y'all. Y'all just got to tune in and see. It's going to be lit. But in the meantime, y'all go ahead and tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend to go ahead and tune in and catch up on these other 49 joints. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at the Chatty Patties. On our Instagram, check out the link tree. Got links to everywhere we streaming, our webpage that has embedded episodes, all that cute shit. Make sure y'all keep tuning in, and we appreciate you guys, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.